Hi, it's LJ here from Aussie Expats Coming Home. I hate to do this to you, but I'm here on Noosa Beach. And I am with Chris Mount, who is the #1 buyer's agent for Noosa and surrounds. And there's a couple of questions I really want to know. So I personally, in my very, very large Facebook group, only recommend buyer's agents that take on a small amount of clients. So Chris, how many clients do you take on usually?
We only take on 2 to 3 people at a time if they're searching for their principal place of residence. If it is investors, we can go up to 5. And the difference in the numbers there is the principal place of residence does take longer, takes a lot more engagement with the client, and we're happy to go on that journey with them. So I have Lee Sana working with me, so it's no more than 2 to 3 people at one single time, so we can give them that focused attention.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So I've used 2 buyer's agents over the years. One was for an investment flat, and he took on a lot of people all the time. And it was a real transaction, like bang, bang, bang. And I felt very rushed with that. When we looked for a buyer's agent for our family home, I went with somebody that takes no more than 4 people. And I think it's incredibly important. She got to know me, my husband, and then she kind of became a bit of a marriage counsellor. Have you found that that happens as well?
It's actually interesting, yeah, because often people in the family have different aspirations of what their future family home could look like, particularly if they're coming back from overseas, you know. But I think part of it, it's not too much marriage counselling, but actually what are their common goals? And we go goals, lifestyle, and we end up somewhere in the middle. And I always tell my clients, you know, I will poke and prod your brief to really make sure what you've described you wanted really does suit your lifestyle. I just define my success is I buy the right person, the right property for the right family at the right price, and often their brief changes 1, 2 or 3 times during the journey.
Oh, look, it's incredibly important, and maybe it was just me that needed the marriage counselling by the buyer's agent. I'm sure my husband would say yes. So the other thing I wanted to find out is, you know, what about people that sell their property and they don't know, like, who to go with? Who's the right agent for them? What's the right price? What do they do?
Yeah. So look, that's a really good question, LJ, because we do have clients who need to sell their home first before they buy a property. So what we normally do is to secure their spot with us, because we only take 2 to 3 people at a time, we will sign them up, and then we'll provide them advice on who is the best-in-class real estate agent for their particular property, or maybe recommend, you know, 2 to 3 people, and then we help them through the interview process and their selection. Whilst they've got their property on the market, we'll be doing market watch, bringing properties to them that suits their requirements. So by the time they sell their property, they're fully informed of the market for the house they want to buy in the future.
Okay. And speaking of buying a house in the future, look, I know you've had the highest sale in Queensland last year. Congratulations.
Thanks.
What was it? Like 28 million?
Yeah, 28 million.
28 million.
Yeah.
I will not be buying at 28 million. So what if I wanted to spend under $1 million? Is it still possible to buy something for under $1 million? And have you?
Yeah, we have bought something under $1 million, and that was 950,000 for a property in Taunton. Originally their brief was actually hinterland, acreage, but once we got to know them, we really discovered they needed a lock up and leave and just access the beautiful park. So they're a 1.5-minute walk to the actual parks, and they can still go on these amazing holidays. So in Taunton, that sort of house is under $1 million you can get. If you are looking further down the coast, there's amazing properties for around about 850,000.
Wow.
Which is around the medical precinct. If you're looking in Noosa, you can find apartments with around the 750 mark.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look, hubby, if we sell up, we can have something amazing. But look, it's really good to hear, because not everybody has these amazing budgets. But, you know, if you are looking for your home, it's going to be a little bit more. But I think that that's an amazing piece of advice. Thank you.